You are not allowing people to abuse you. In fact, what the let them theory does is it helps you wake up, perhaps for the first time, and actually see somebody very clearly as they are, and not make an excuse. Because people's behavior is the truth. People can say anything that they want, but if you watch their behavior, someone tells you exactly who they are, and they tell you what their priorities are and where you fall in those priorities. So let them reveal who they are. And if you are in a situation with any human being and you let them be who they are and they reveal to you that they are emotionally abusive or narcissistic, or they don't call back, or they keep saying that they're going to stop drinking and they don't, or they promise that they're not going to raise their voice, but they do. Let them. Because your power is not in trying to change them, because you can never change another human being. Human beings only change when they feel like it, and they are not going to change for you. People only change when they feel like changing for themselves. And so trying to make someone else change or wishing that they would change, that's not where your power is. Don't put your time and energy there. Let someone reveal who they are, and then say the second part, which is let me. Let me remind myself that I always have power, because I can leave any conversation, I can leave any interview, I can leave any date, I can leave any relationship. And so, I also say this knowing the research. I used to work a domestic violence hotline. And when I was a public defender, we had a tremendous amount of training in crisis intervention. And I know you've covered this topic a lot, and you understand trauma and have written about it extensively. And I say this in abusive relationships, this is a life-changing tool for you to say let them, and here's why. On average, at least the research I saw last, it took a woman 7 times of leaving to leave for good in a domestic. And here's why. I'll tell you why. The reason why is if you look at brain circuitry and you look at all that research that scientists have done on addiction, and so in the cycle of an emotionally or physically or sexually abusive relationship, what happens is the relationship cycle is one where it's calm, and then the abuse, and then the apology, and then it's calm. And the fact that it's not always like it negatively the whole time makes you do what we all do. You communicate something to someone that it matters to you, and they don't do it. You have to let them. And when you let them be who they are, and you let them change on their own timeline, and you learn to love them as they are,
that's so hard.
Then you've just created the space for positive change to happen. And what I also love about this is that when you do it this way and you let them, you're also communicating, I believe you can. When you micromanage, pressure, and protect other people from the greatest teacher in the world, which is life, we've been pressuring, worrying, judging, fixing, controlling. And the truth is, the more you let people be who they are, the better your relationships will be. And the more you let people live their lives, the better your life gets. And the more you learn to see who people are, the more you get to choose how much time and energy you pour into what relationships and which ones you don't. This doesn't make you closed off, it actually makes you more connected and more compassionate and more loving and more supportive. And as for me as a mom, and even as a boss, it's made me realize the power in truly operating in a way where I'm clear when I'm, especially at work, about what the outcome is. But then I have to let people do the job, because that gives them control over their creativity and expression. And with my kids, learning how to let them live their lives and let them make mistakes and let them face the consequences of the decisions, it is the single most powerful thing I could do, because I'm saying to them, I believe in you. And I believe in your ability to figure this out, and know that the second you need me, I'm there.